those who raised us. Have you ever wondered maybe your parents aren't who they say they are? Possibly referred to as mom and dad or grandma and grandpa. We entrust them with our feelings, using them as a vent and believing they are there for us, believing that they will protect us. In some situations, you may be right. You see them as the nice, loving, welcoming people they project themselves to be towards you. You think they would never hurt you. You are wrong. Believe me, as I type this in my basement, hiding behind moving boxes and golf bags, your parents, those monsters, ready to devour you at any given moment, are always looking for the right opportunity. You may think I'm paranoid or be wondering how I know all this, considering this is most certainly my last day on earth. I will share a personal experience of mine I have dared to share. Never. For my own personal safety. When I turned 16, I was graced by the news of having a baby sister. The day of her birth rolled closer and closer, gradually over time, until finally her birthday was upon us. I soon realized that on that day of her scheduled birth, she did not come. My mom had miscarriage, or so I thought. It was only last night that I heard both my parents talking behind closed doors. It was around 3 a.m. and I had only gotten up to get a glass of water and was heading back to bed when I noticed the light gleaming under the crack under the door. I placed my water down and got on my knees and peeked under the crack. I was instantly met by my mother's face in a similar position, but from what I could tell, not by choice. She had a black eye, which I assumed to be a result of my father's temper once again. I then heard my father speak, or should I say scream, as I heard him enraged to a level beyond any I had ever seen before. I told you not to eat the whole thing at once. My mother then croaked a few, many I quickly managed to decipher. It was so good I couldn't resist. My father then responded with words that left me frozen in fear. You could have just had Andrew overtime. My name is Andrew. What did he mean by had? I was ready to get up out of my position, bolt back to bed, and act like I never heard about this. When my mother suddenly made eye contact with me, she then began muttering my name frantically. Andrew, Andrew! Before I even had the chance to react, my father raced over and flung the door open. I stood there looking at him, neither of us daring to move. It took me almost 5 minutes to gather all my strength and bolt down the doors. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw my mother slowly clawing her way towards the doorway. My father began to chase me as I ran down the stairs, as I skipped 2 or 3 at a time, not allowing myself to look back for any reason. I heard my footsteps of my father booming behind me, and I soon heard my mother's as I ran around the corner and down into the basement where I reside now. I heard my parents stopping around upstairs, desperately searching for me. Eventually, they realized I'm in the basement, and for the past 10 minutes, have been banging their shoulders against the door in desperate attempt to break it down. Any second now, the door will bust open. I only have so much time. I post this now to you. I warn you, please do not ignore. No, the door. I warn you all, beware those who raise us. Goodbye.